I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone in whom I learned this truth. Shalom to the brothers who pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the four corners of the earth to wake up the elect and to the elect. Shalom. This Hashi Yabba. Hashi Yabba. And I want to go into a little bit of Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, starting at the first verse. And as you can see, the heading is prophesy against Mount Seir. Because Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, have to pay for what he did to the children of Israel, right? And what he did in his past. He's the border of wickedness. All right, he's the beginning of all wickedness. So without further ado, this is Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, first verse, and it reads, Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Mount Seir is over there in by the Holy Land. So I believe it's southwest of Jordan. You got Mount Seir, you got Teman, Edom, the land of Edom, what most people know it as, and then you have Basra. Let's read that again. Say, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And that's what we're supposed to be doing now. In today's time, prophesying against the fall of Babylon, Babylon the Great, which is spiritually called Babylon the Great, which is America, because this devil place got to go. His kingdom is falling right before our eyes. All right. Third verse, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord, power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Yeah. So the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is going to come and they're going to destroy this place. And how he's going to destroy it? With the chariots and with those nuclear missiles. Right? Fourth verse, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Right. After the, what was that? Emancipation Proclamation, they still basically was enslaving us. I mean, we still slaves to this day. All right. And they always had a perpetual hate towards the children of Israel. All right. They continually hate us. Continuously hate us. And they've been shedding the blood of the chosen. They've been shedding the blood of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai people for centuries, man. By the force of the sword. Who was the sword? That's Esau. Esau. Because Esau was blessed with the sword by Isaac. And Isaac is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. But that's a whole nother lesson. But let's get a precept on Esau being the sword in the 27th chapter, around 30th verse. Bear with me. All right, this is Genesis, the 27th chapter, 39th verse, and it reads, And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, Thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and above dew of heaven from above. And this is why Esau has the money, right? The wealth of this world, because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai blessed him with it. That's why he has the fatness of this earth, living luxuriously. 40th verse, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And he broke his yoke. He broke the yoke off of his neck. Right? And that's when he started to take over the world with the sword, with guns, the modern day sword. Right? And then we're going to hit another precept to go with that is Psalm 17. Because they are the border of wickedness. Let's see. Psalm 17, 13 chapter, and it reads, Arise, Yahweh, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Right? So Edom, was blessed with the sword to pass judgment on other nations. And to be precise, the children of Israel. Right? So let's go back to Ezekiel. We leave off. Okay, I believe we was at 5th. All right, let's read this again. Ezekiel 35th chapter, 5th verse. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in times of our trouble, during slavery, right? And the time that their iniquity had an end, and after slavery, and until this day, we still dying in the streets and getting hung by the so-called white man, right? So many things that they doing to us to this day, keeping us down as a people, keeping us docile, weak, right? 6th verse, therefore as I live, saith Yahweh, therefore as I live, Salakia, therefore as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. 7th verse, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. So yeah, the Heavenly Father gonna destroy him because he pursued blood. Right? He been taking lands and countries, right? By force, by killing, rob, steal, and killing people to get what he want. And that's why the Heavenly Father say, since you didn't hate blood, the blood shall pursue thee. Death gonna pursue him, right? And he's gonna make Mount Seir desolate and cut him off from it. And anyone that try to escape and return back to it, gonna die. Let's get what's that? Psalms 50. We start at Let's start at 15th verse. Psalms, the 50th chapter, 15th verse. And it reads, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked, the Heavenly Father said, excuse me, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Like, he's basically saying, even if I give you the laws, the statutes and commandments, you still gonna fuck up. Right? You still gonna fuck it up because you basically was meant to be wicked. They basically meant to be wicked. They the border of wickedness. They the beginning of wickedness, man. They was born to be evil. That's how Yahweh that's how Yahweh set it up to be. And the 17th verse says it right there. See if thou hatest instruction and cast thy words behind thee, because they not gonna listen to the law, statutes, commandments. Actually, let's get a precept on that. Since they are the wicked, let's go good. This is compatible with that verse. Was this Psalms? Oh, Salakia, that's not Psalms. That's Isaiah. Okay. This is Isaiah the 26th chapter, 10th verse. Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of Yahweh. Even if you show favor to him to be a righteous person, even in the land of righteousness, in the Holy Land, like they are now in the Holy Land, and they got those weird parades, those alphabet parades going on over there, all right, and kissing on baby penises and those things, they still gonna do wickedness if you show them favor to be a righteous person. That's just what they set up to do. It's in their genes, right? Let's get back to what's this? Ezekiel. Was we in Ezekiel? No, we weren't in Ezekiel. It was in Psalms 50. All right. 17th verse. Seeing thou hateth instruction and cast thy words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Right? They see someone doing evil, they gonna start doing a wicked act with that person. Right? It's just how they set up to be. Like one day I'm traveling on the road and I stopped at the gas station to get some gas and some snacks or whatever. And it was this Edomite at the counter, and I guess because he seen that I was black, that I'll run out the store with the snacks. Because he was just telling me, like, oh, go ahead, man. You can just run out, man. You ain't got to pay for it. All right? No, go ahead, man. Woo. But I was like, no, I'll pay for it because I just don't trust people, let alone Esau, right? The point is that he was being wicked, right? It's just how they is. In their mind, they just wicked people. 19th verse, thou givest thy mouth to evil and thy tongue frameth deceit. Right? They doing all those rituals, right? And then they uh think of ways and to deceive the people, right? With their tongue. So many things they do, man, with they mouthpiece. That's wicked. 20th verse, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son. Who is a brother? The 12 tribes of Israel, which is Jacob, whose name later on turned into Israel. He's talking about him slandering the Israelites, right? 21st verse, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes. So Heavenly Father gonna take care of them, man, and He's gonna set us up in order in a kingdom full of righteousness, right before their eyes, and they're gonna be our slaves. 22nd verse, now consider this, yet that ye that forget the Heavenly Father, lest I tear you in pieces and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I show the salvation of the Heavenly Father. Lord willing, until next time, shalom.